This lesson is on completing the STARS guide. If you're a college transfer student, that means that your goal is to take credits here at Lawson State Community College, receive an Associate in Arts and Associate in Science degree, your first two-year degree, and then transfer those credits up to a four-year college. Then you need to complete a STARS agreement. To complete a STARS guide agreement, please go to our website, which is www.lawsonstate.edu. When you get to our website, scroll down, as I'm doing here, and you want to look for the Alabama STARS icon right here, as you see in green letters. Go ahead and double-click the icon. It's going to take you right to the STARS page. And what you want to notice, stay on the green side where it says Get the Guide, Students and Advisors. And so you can just click on the picture, and when you do, it's going to take you right to Get the Guide, as you see right here. So go ahead and click on Get the Guide and scroll down. It's already going to default where it says right here, it's defaulting, which is correct. I currently attend or plan to attend a public two-year college. So you want to leave that alone and just hit the Submit Query. Then you want to go ahead and put in your email address. Ideally, you want to use your Lawson State email address if you have it. If not, you can use your standard email address. But I'm going to go ahead and put in really a sample email address. Okay, and your first name, and we'll use the name Susie Sample. There's no such person, but just as a sample for today. So I'm putting in my first name and last name and my address. Again, it's all fake, of course, and of course the city and the state, and of course your zip code. Phone number is not necessary unless you want to include that information. Next, right here, you want to, under Select the institution which you are currently attending, you want to click, hold down your key, your mouse pad, and click, and you'll see a listing of names, and there's Lawson State Community College. Make sure you do select Lawson State Community College. You'll select that and then hit Submit. And it will take you to step 3, as you can see right here. Check your information and select your intended major. And so first they're asking you to check the information, make sure your email address is correct, first name, last name, your address, so forth and so on. And then scroll down and follow the prompt. It reads, select the major in which you plan to pursue a degree in upon transfer. So you're selecting your degree, your potential degree. And so let's say that you are interested in history. So you go down and you select history and you hit the Submit key. Now remember, you can really run as many STARS agreements as you like. So if, for example, you're interested in history and let's say biology, you go back up to biology, you can always come back and run another STARS report. So there's no limit on how many STARS reports you can run. So we'll stick with biology and hit Submit. And so it's saying major selected biology. And then right here it's asking you to select the 2 institutions you are most interested in transferring to. Now notice what it's reading. It's reading most interested. That means that you're going to run a STARS agreement, but you're not locked into these schools, and that's very important to understand. You want to check off whether, if you want information from the college, you select check, which is the green check mark will pop up, send my personal contact information to these institutions for recruiting purposes. Since we're doing a sample, I'm going to go ahead and uncheck that, but for your purposes, you probably do need to check it if you're interested in receiving information. But if not, uncheck it. So you need to select the 2 schools that you're interested in, and again, if there's more, if there's 4, just go ahead and run another STARS report. Well, let's go ahead, for the purposes of this sample, let's pick Alabama A&M, and let's also select Auburn University. And then, of course, compile the guide right here. Click compile the guide once you select your schools. And believe it or not, you've already finished your job here. You have actually run your first STARS guide. Now, what the STARS guide will do, it's going to list for you, and if you notice, if you have reviewed the how to review your catalog, in that description I explained to you that we have different areas under the degree plan. Area 1 is written composition, and it's outlining for you under each area. Area 2, humanities and fine arts. We scroll down. Area 3, natural science and mathematics. Area 4, history, social and behavioral sciences. And of course, Area 5 is your pre-professional major and elective courses. So what's important for you to understand is that when you're reading the STARS guide, what is happening is that it is helping you and guiding you to make sure you are taking the correct courses at Lawson State that will transfer up to your four-year college. And you need to also, when you print off your STARS guide, make sure you read it very carefully. Let's take a look at this example. Area 1, written composition, 6 semester hours. That's 6 credit hours. So it's clear, they're telling you to take English 101, written composition 1, and English 102, written composition 2. So it's very clear. There's no gray area on that one. Under number Area 2, it's 12 semester hours. Now read carefully. Notice for this particular major, now we're doing an isolated case. Every degree plan is different, okay? This is just a sample. For this particular major, it says students must complete a 6-hour sequence in either literature or history. Notice that it didn't say both. It's saying either, which means either literature or history. So under this particular degree plan, it's giving the student a choice. So read down here, it says choose at least 3 semester hours in literature from the approved list below. Note, students may not select more than 9 semester hours of literature. So you have to kind of work and read these carefully, but you do need to take at least how many? 3, unless you choose to take a sequence, okay? Students must complete 3 semester hours in the arts. So you have to pick. The guide is not telling you that you have to take art appreciation, art history 1, art history 2, mankind and history of arts, Renaissance. It's not saying that you have to take all of these courses. What it is dictating to you is that you must take 3 semester hours. So you'll pick one of these courses from the list. But again, the important thing is to read your STARS agreement carefully. It's not something you can rush through. Then it states, any remaining hours in Area 2 should be chosen from the approved list below. Total hours in Area 2 should equal what? 12 semester hours. So you work your way down the chart, and again, when you see this laundry list of courses, don't let that scare you. You just need to simply count your semester credits, make sure you're following the directions carefully, and make sure you don't go over 12 credits. Then we move to Area 3, Natural Sciences and Mathematics, a total of 11 semester hours. Notice when you read things like this, students must take. That means they're not giving you a choice. So for this particular major, students must take Biology 103 and Biology 104. Notice below, select 3 semester hours from the following list of courses. So you get to pick the rest. You see that? You have a total of 11 credits. If we come over here, 4 credits for Biology 103, 4 credits for Biology 104. That gives us a total of 8. And so we only have 3 credits left to equal 11. You see how that works? So you have to get 3 more credits. You get to select. Either it's Math 112, 113, 115, all the way down the chain. So you have to pick the remaining 3 credits from this listing. So I think you're getting the point. When we get to Area 5, students must complete a 6-hour sequence in either literature or history. You may recall that back up, and I'll scroll back up, we were up here earlier. You read under Area 2 that students must complete a 6-hour sequence in literature or history. So let's say that this student decided to take American Lit 1 and 2, and they did their sequence of literature up here. When we scroll back down to Area 4, since this student has already taken literature, we know that they only need to take 3 more hours of history. It says students must complete a 6-hour sequence in either literature or history. So the student has already taken literature, which means you only have to take 3 semester hours of history. Okay? Let's pretend the other thing happened. That means, in other words, what if the student decided that they didn't want to take a literature sequence? They opted to take the history sequence. They took History 102 and 101. If that were to take place, then the student would only have to take 3 semester hours in literature. You see? So they give you a choice. If you wanted to take 6 hours in history, fine, but you only need to take 3 hours of literature left. If you wanted to take 6 hours in literature, then you only have to take 3 hours of history. The key is reading the STARS agreement, and another key is if you have questions, ask your advisor. The remaining hours in Area 4 should be chosen by the approved list below. Whenever you hear things like the approved list below, again, you see a laundry list of courses like this. All you have to figure out is how many hours you have left, and that will tell you how many you need to pick from the listing. It's not telling you to take every single course. Area 5 are your pre-professional courses. Now, sometimes the STARS agreement can be limited. That means that right now, if you notice, it says pre-professional major and elective 19 to 23 semester hours, but it's only listing a total of 8. Chemistry 112 and Chemistry 111. Total of 4 hours for one, 4 hours for the other. That means it's only 8 credits. So what you have to do in those circumstances, you will need to investigate at the transferring college that you're intending to go to find out what other courses are available. Some may be listed on our catalog, but if you don't see those listed, you will need to go down below as I'm scrolling down. And as you see, you can select which course you're transferring, which college you're transferring to. And then you need to investigate, click on the Area 5, let's say it's Alabama A&M. It's going to take you to Alabama A&M, and you're going to have to work through, find that major, find your major, which is biology. Here it is. And we're getting lucky because sometimes when you click on this area, it may not take you directly to the spot, and you may have to find their catalog on their website. But see, as you see, we got lucky. Thank you, Alabama A&M. They made it very easy for us. I'll open this window up for us a little bit more. And as you can see, here are the Area 5 listings. Here they are. And so, remember, it matches the 23 hours, as you see. You remember they told us we had to take the chemistry classes. They're right here. And then you can select down below. For example, maybe it's the physics. You want to take Physics 1 and Physics 2, Calculus 1, Calculus 2. It really depends on what Lawson State is offering. You want to look for those courses and find some matches to finish your degree here at Lawson State. All right? So remember what I was telling you. I'm going to try to see if I can find an example where you didn't get that lucky. So we're going to click Area 5. This is Auburn. And good, Auburn has a listing for us. We go to biology. And again, we're looking, and they know what we're looking for. That's why Area 5 is highlighted here. And they're telling you specifically what courses they would like you to take in Area 5. Let's go to University of Alabama, Area 5. And see this one. You see that? This one didn't take us right to that link. And so you're going to have to do some investigation. Transfer credit information by colleges and schools. And a lot of times you may just have to play in those areas until you find the information that you are seeking. Again, if you have difficulty in finding your Area 5 listings, it is important to see your advisor. Okay? Down below, here are pretty much the guidelines and explaining to you what the guide will do. One of the things I wanted to read to you, it says, the attached guide will be honored by all Alabama public institutions of higher education that offer a program in the specified discipline for a period of 4 years from the date of printing by the student as recorded on this guide. So that's a very important thing for you to understand. Once you print this guide, it is good for 4 years. So it protects you. And in other words, if it's listed on the STARS agreement, you shouldn't have any trouble transferring your credits, and that's what I love about community colleges. I hope this guide explaining to you how to pull up your STARS guide has been helpful. If you have any questions, please see your advisor. Have a wonderful Lawson State day.